I saw there was this tweet that's trending on Twitter, and it says, use this time to finally do what you said you were going to do. You should be able to achieve your side hustle. Otherwise, you were never serious about it anyway. Here's the thing. There's a ridiculous pressure for many of us during this historic time, for people who can't leave the house, for people who have to leave the house, essential workers, and those of us, some of us who are losing our minds for various reasons, the anxiety, and we shouldn't put pressure on ourselves. And the funny irony of that tweet that went viral is that it was plagiarized. So the original tweet, which you can agree or disagree with, went viral over a month ago. So the person lecturing people to do something great with their lives is cheating and plagiarizing someone else's work, which is not acceptable. But if you're going to imply that other people aren't trying or have a bad work ethic, maybe not plagiarize. But anyway, I've gotten emails like, let's have a boot camp. Be the best version of yourself, finally. And it's good to do things that give you a purpose. That's good. Whether those things seem like a big deal to other people or whether they don't seem like a big deal to other people, if it gives you a purpose, that's good. But the pressure to develop a new talent, to become great at something, our responsibility is to show empathy to others, to take care of each other, and to practice coping mechanisms and take care of ourselves. So like that video I did a few weeks ago, what's your top 10? I talked at length about my top 10 coping mechanisms for my sanity, music, exercise, whatever, and how you should find what your own top 10 are. And, this notion that, and for some people, yes, they might become Martha Stewart. I'm not, I'm not, some days I'm productive. Like, I do things that have to be done, and adulting is really hard. Other days, like there's one day this week I did two things, and I think one of them was existing. And everybody's different. So for my mom, like I said, my maternal grandmother died recently. She was 2 months short of 102s. So she died peacefully at home. It wasn't coronavirus, but it was natural, and it was natural causes, which is kind of, that's better than other ways. And so how my mom deals with it is she's doing a great job at work and it distracts her. And some days I just can't, I need to grieve. And sometimes grieving means days of our lives. And everybody's different, So somebody shared at a meeting last week that they've used this time to organize 1,000 photos. Or did they say 10,000? Yeah, they said 10,000 photos. I was like, whoa. I have so many, I can't even imagine doing that. So whether you are organizing 10,000 photos or you need time to decompress and deal with your anxiety, that too is okay. Like, there's no pressure. You don't have to use the pandemic time to get a 10-pack abs. And exercise is good if it helps you cope. It helps me cope with stress. That's why, it's one of my major coping mechanisms for living with bipolar disorder. And I did that video, how to exercise if you are depressed. And I've talked about that before. But don't feel the pressure to compare yourselves to others. And I always have called Facebook the greatest hits of a person's life. And that's true of Instagram as well. So it's like this, ridiculous, people show the best side. It's like all engagement photos, baby sonogram announcements. Everybody gets their dream job. And it's rarely any announcements about negative things. And then now during the pandemic, it seems like a lot of people are getting new hobbies, and that's good. But if you're not developing a new talent, and I'm not, I'm probably not going to become a prodigy at anything during this time. That's okay too. Everybody copes differently. You don't need to have a side hustle. You don't need to become the next Martha Stewart. And just take your time, be good to yourself, be good to others. We have to look out for each other. The other week, one of my pharmacies mailed my medication to the wrong address. And before that, another pharmacy just forgot to send me my meds. And this was super, super stressful. I was like, are these people trying to kill me or make me lose my sanity? I don't know how you send stuff to the wrong address and then not follow up. But then my cousin offered to go to the pharmacy for me, since I can't leave the house and everybody in my house is high risk, to pick up my meds. And that really made me cry. So I don't know if you're coping or whatever, but just take care of yourselves, everybody. Stay safe. And if you found this video helpful, well, share it. Thank you so much.